Welcome to the Pay by Link training video. We're going to take you through what Pay by Link is so you have an understanding that you can relate to your clients. We will proactively provide you with some tips and techniques on how to present this to your clients and how to handle any potential objections that may come your way, along with taking you through the step-by-step process to ensure that you're fully equipped and confident to walk your clients through this process. So let's begin. Pay by Link enables us to provide our clients with an enhanced, secure way to pay which will integrate with Acturis. This means we are protecting our clients from fraud, theft and misuse while making us fully compliant with the Payment Card Integrated Data Security Standard (PCI DSS) compliance regulations. Anytime that we are required to take a payment from a new card, we must use the Pay by Link facility. For existing clients, where the card information is already secured via Acturis, this will not be required until they wish to pay with a new card. The Pay by Link facility uses the technology already in Acturis that allows our clients to make payments through the client service portal. We should still promote the uptake and use of the client service portal at every opportunity to our clients. It should be noted that Pay by Link will replace existing card capture technology and will be the only method available when a client calls to make a card payment with a new card. However, clients will still be able to pay via BACS or using the client service portal. It can be used for all scenarios when a card payment is required, such as new business, renewal, MTAs and declarations. In addition, it will work when you change the payment method from cash to integrated card payment. Introducing Pay by Link to your clients for the first time can feel a little awkward, or you might not know where to start, so we've provided some ways in which to do so to ensure it's positioned correctly. Also consider your tonality. Do you sound upbeat and enthusiastic?
How would you like to pay today? Credit card is great. I can send you a link to the email address we have on file so you can pay securely now. We have an enhanced handy payment link for you to use to pay your premium. I can stay on the line with you while you do it and walk you through the whole process. We have an enhanced payment link which is designed to protect your personal data. I will send this immediately to you now. In order to safeguard your banking details, Marsh have recently introduced an extra layer of protection for our clients when making payments. We will no longer ask for your details over the phone, but will shortly send you a quick and easy link to your email for you to complete. With client service and security our number one priority, Marsh no longer take payment details over the phone. To safeguard your information, you will shortly receive a link to complete and finalise the transaction. We have recently introduced a safer way for us to collect payment. We will not ask you to provide any of your banking or card details over the phone, but we'll send you a quick link to your email in order for you to complete the transaction.
Remember, advise your clients of this change at the pre-renewal stage. This way they're prepared when it comes to making their payment. Reiterate this at the renewal stage and take the opportunity to educate your clients on the client service portal. This will make it quicker for them in the future.
I will demonstrate on this new client and a new business policy. The demonstration will start at the point of accepting a new risk and converting the quote to an accepted policy. You will see I have a new client set up and am in position to accept the first policy. For the purpose of the demonstration, I'll run through the accept wizard and confirm that the risk is ready to be converted. However, it may be we've already accepted the policy and that you will use the change invoice method in the accounts module. Following acceptance, I will go straight to invoice now. So let me just go for acceptance. There's the accept wizard. I need to check all the details, make sure everything is correct. We'll make assumptions on our training one that everything's okay. Completed the report questions. Have some basic client requirements in there. I've updated my sales compliance and completed up to this point my documentation compliance. So we'll just put waiting those documents to be sent in. And then I'll click the accept button. This gives me a pop-up with some options, and the option I'm going to choose is invoice now. And it will take me through the invoice screens, and I need to check the details as I go. So up until now, this should all look very familiar. So for the invoice account, I'm going to select client's account, and the invoice method, I will click on card integrated. Check these details, click on next, and I'm presented with the card details screen. So on this particular one, because we've been testing, I've already got some existing card details set up, but it may well be that we need to take brand new card details, which I'm just going to click up here. I've got my amount in here, and pre-selected for me, because there's a card already on there, is allow card reuse. I can deselect that if the card's not to be reused, or select as required on there. There's an option for third-party card holders, and down here we've got a payment link recipient, so this will start to look new. So for the recipient on this particular one, because I've already used this one, I've got my name added on. But if we had a brand new client and they hadn't signed up to the portal, we can add the external applicant's account here. This would all be blank. I'd fill in the details as I do with the client service portal, and it would then allow me to make those payments. But on this one, I've already got the details on there, so nothing for me to do. So I'm going to click on recipient, put my details on there. It's got the existing address, which is listed. I can add a mobile phone. If I wanted a new address, just select here, and the add button will take me to the new address. So let's put the details back in, and we're ready to move on. So got the details. What I'm going to do is send a payment link through to the client. So this is going to be an email generated by Acturis and sent through to the recipient email address here. So from a client manager's perspective, you're going to see this screen with payment processing all the way through the period of time that it takes the client to access the email and make the payment. This screen will last for 30 minutes. If the client doesn't complete within 30 minutes, we would need to cancel this link and send a further payment link. If the client were to tell you that they had a problem completing, again, we could cancel the link and send a further payment link to the client. If the client cannot make the payment via card for whatever reason, probably an issue at their end, then we would probably ask the client to choose a different payment method for making the payment on there. But it should be going through without a problem, and it's much more secure now that the client will add their details rather than us taking the details. The client's now received the email. I'm going to open that up and put it in front of this screen here. And you will see the payment link details email that the client receives. I'm going to just open this picture up here. That's going to be our logo. You'll see that the client's been advised that here's the payment link and there's a little clickable button, pay here, and a little warning that if they weren't expecting this, that they should contact us through the details in the insurance packs or report. So what I'm going to do is click on the pay here button. And it will open up a screen that should be familiar to you. It's going to have the card capture details. So we'll no longer be seeing this one. This will be something that the client sees. It's got the payment amount on there so the client can see the amount that they're expected to pay. And the client will now complete all of these details rather than us taking the details over the telephone. So a much more secure way for the client to be able to make their payments. True Blue Peter fashion, I've got the card number stored so that my typing on there won't make a mistake, but the rest I'll put in myself. So this would be the client adding all of these details, and I can probably just about manage to spell my name. So the client's added all of these details onto the system, and there's a button there to proceed to verification. When the client hits this button, it will go to the client's bank card verification page. So it's telling the client there that it's processing. And after a few moments, the client will see that the payment has been authorized. And from the client manager's perspective, the actuary screen will now show the notification that the client has been successful in completing that payment. So just to reiterate, if the client does have a problem with the link, we can cancel the current link and then click on the send payment link button a further time so that the client has an opportunity to be able to make that payment. So I'm just going to click on OK there. So we'll put this down as a test. So obviously you'd be putting new business or midterm adjustment or renewal details into the comments because they'll appear on the invoice. Click on next. All of the details as we would normally expect, and click post invoice. So before I do that, a further email has come in from the client to the client, and this client's email is just confirming that we've received the payment. So thank you for your payment. The email confirms we've received your payment. On this particular one, the call us button hasn't got my phone details, but we'll have your phone details on there. So just close that down. Now the emails that are being sent out, the two emails, are going to be stored on the electronic file for you. Here, of course, we're given the options for adding a task or continuing. I'm just going to continue on this one. And we'll see the invoice as you'd normally expect. On there. and now it will convert over to a policy, and the card payment has been successfully made on there. So you are expected to stay on the call with the client as they're going through the process. There may sometimes be issues. If that is the case, you could find a more suitable time for them to contact us if they maybe didn't have their card details available, and rerun through the process with them. If the pay by link expires and that takes 30 minutes, then it's absolutely fine to send a further pay by link detail to them. Where we've got connected accounts, so say with corporate, additional support material is available for you on SharePoint.
Now you know how to introduce Pay by Link to your clients, you know how to process it on the system, and you're now at the point of closing the conversation off. However, with any change, you're likely to get some reaction, as not everyone likes change. You may possibly get some objections from clients, which is simply an opportunity for us to educate clients in a new way to pay. You may hear objections such as, I don't have an email address. Can't I just pay by card now? I'm in a rush. The email hasn't come through. This is taking ages. The link isn't working. Can you not just put it through if I give you my consent? So you don't want me to pay? I am not good with technology. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't have a smartphone. We have put together 3 techniques that can help you to handle these or any other objection that you may come across. The first is feel, felt, found. This is a method you can use with any objection. It works by acknowledging how the other person feels. You then explain how others have felt in a similar situation and what you have found to be a way forward. Feel, felt, found. Let's hear how this works in line with Pay by Link.
I understand you haven't got time right now. Other clients I deal with work in a similar industry, and what might be easier is if we agree a time to either call you back and I can walk you through it when you're less busy, or you can pay via our client service portal in a time that suits you. Which would you prefer?
Tip: you don't have to use the exact words feel, felt, found, but you do have to use the sentiment of them. The second is provide a reason. Another way to help overcome objections is to preempt them by providing some reasoning up front. People generally tend to understand if you provide them with a reason. So instead of simply saying, we have an enhanced way to pay by a link, instead try using,
Okay, Mrs. Smith, I'm going to take care of this now. Just to let you know that the process for payment has recently changed to ensure even greater security for you, protecting against fraud, theft and misuse. I will now send you a link to your email that, once accessed, takes on average a couple of minutes to complete.
And finally, the third technique is answer a question with a question. This method enables you to quickly get back into a conversation and move things forward.
I appreciate you don't have access to your emails at the moment, so when would be a better time for you? I can hear you're frustrated. Would you prefer to make the payment through another method? BACS or our client service portal maybe?
Part of your post-work following this video will be to practice these techniques and find the one that feels natural for you. Using these 3 techniques, let's revisit the same objections we mentioned a moment ago to demonstrate how they can work.
But I don't have an email address.
Not a problem. You can either use a friend or family member's email, or you can choose to pay via BACS.
Can I just pay by card now? I'm in a rush.
I understand you haven't got time right now. Other clients I deal with work in a similar industry, and what might be easier is if we agree a time to call you back and I can walk you through it, Or you can pay via our client service portal. How does that sound?
The email hasn't come through.
Sorry to hear that. Can I just confirm your email details are correct?
The link isn't working.
The link is only active for a short time. Let me resend it to you now. Is that working for you?
This is taking ages.
Let me resend the link to you now, or would you prefer me to call you back and talk you through at a more convenient time?
Okay. Can you not just put it through if I give you my consent?
I know this is important for you to get resolved now, as it is for a number of clients, but our priority must be ensuring your card details are safe and secure, which they are this way.
So you don't want me to pay?
Of course, but our main concern is that your details are protected. Do you have access to your emails at the moment?
I'm not good with technology. I don't know what I'm doing.
I can appreciate that. I'm the same with some things. However, this I do know, so how about I talk you through it?
I don't have a smartphone.
I can understand that's a frustration. Other clients have mentioned something similar. What they have found is another payment method may be more suitable, such as BACS or via our client service portal. Which would you prefer?
We're introducing the Pay by Link facility to Actress to enable us to provide a secure card payment method for our clients. This replaces the less secure method of us entering the client's card details directly onto Actress and ensures that we are PCI DSS compliant. The Pay by Link facility must be used any time that we are required to take a payment from a new card. For existing cards, where the card information is already secured via Actress, this will not be required.